Alright guys, so we are back with another vlog. This time is actually not going to be a video response. I know I just posted a video response. This is actually just a regular update vlog. So, what has happened in the intervening time between this vlog and the last one? Well, you should be able to see it here in a minute or two. I don't know if you can or not. But I organized all my books. Other than that, behind me you will see a couple knights. There's a bunch of stuff on there. I just got finished basing a bunch of models. I still got some to go, like some Terminators and stuff like that, which aren't going to be Terminators. They're going to be whatever big thing comes up in the Rebel list for Kings of War. But yeah, I've got Terminators to base and this, that, and the other thing. After all that's based, tomorrow is varnishing season. I'm going to be varnishing all that stuff, or at least trying to. On the writing front, I've been working on my book. Unfortunately, I've had to postpone finishing up a couple chapters, the first two. That I wanted to do for the novel because of school, college. I recently got into my second semester of college, and for one thing, college is a pain, but then I've got biology, and there's a lot of studying to do, so I've been working on that. But as far as the book goes, everything's going pretty well. I've got the basic structure lined out on an outline, and characters are all set up. I've actually, for one of my main characters for both the book and my undead army, the Grand Army of Mehenkara, I've actually just commissioned, and the model is complete, is going to be mailed to me starting tomorrow, a model of Kasabek, which is the main character and or main necromancer of my undead army. The book centers around him and his travels from just a regular old guy, or a regular guy, not old, a regular guy, to a depraved, well, not depraved, but master necromancer. He doesn't get depraved, as I said earlier, but he does become corrupted by his own actions. He doesn't seek to be corrupted at first. He just goes into okay, essentially he understands that the world is dangerous, and so to overcome that danger, he goes straight into it to try and make the danger part of him so that he can avoid danger. Now, if that doesn't make sense, he's going to become a necromancer so that he doesn't have to deal with all the other dangers in the world. It's not really a search for eternal life. It's more of a search for peace. But then he, eventually becomes corrupted by what he's doing, and yeah, he becomes king of an undead empire. What can I say? On the modeling front for Kings of War, I've got my undead army, which is amazing. I recently just posted up some pictures, not recently, it's been about a week or so, of a new unit that I'm calling Skellerai as a working title. They're Wargames Factory samurai figures mixed in with Mantic skeleton and zombie bits. When I saw the figures, I just came to the inspiration of them because I really don't have any other use for them, because my Kingdoms of Men army, which I'm going to get to in a minute, is based off a whole nother theme. So, yeah. Other than the undead army, work on the rebel faction for Warpath, even though the army list is not out. Modeling wise, it's going pretty well. I've got some more French built out of Vitrix plastics, and then what else? I got a tech priest, and ooh, wait 1 second. Ooh, you're gonna love this, guys. I was able to buy an old Rogue Trader Marine for $9. I was able to get one of these. These are extremely rare. Now, I don't know if I can get this close up, but it might be able to. Focus, focus. Alright, well, you get the idea. He's a Mach 2, well, he's in Mach 2 armor. So if any of you guys are as knowledgeable on Space Marine armors throughout the ages, you'll understand what that is. So that is what my good find for the pickup. Other than that Kasabek, the commission model that I already talked about, he should be coming in about a week. It's coming from Spain, so at least that's what I think it is. I think it's Spain. He might be in Portugal. Same difference, it's the Iberian Peninsula. Anyways, so that's where he's coming from. Now, Kingdoms of Men. As the title indicates, the army list is very direct in that it's for pretty much any... You can come up with almost any army list you want, or any set of units you want for a Kingdom of Men. I mean, you can make a pike block, you can make an army of, I hate when I lisp, an army of entirely light horsemen. I mean, you can do so many different things with that list. It's so open-ended. There are a couple things that aren't totally able to use, but otherwise it's pretty open-ended. To that end, I have created an entire kingdom called Leodris, which is essentially me taking my Warhammer Fantasy Bretonnian army, mixing it with Greek myth, and saying, here you go, because I really had no use for my Bretonnians, since I don't play Warhammer Fantasy all that often now, because I've gotten into Kings of War and Mantic. But, yeah, so as far as the Greek myth stuff goes, I'm taking Wargames Factory Plastics, because they're so versatile. The detail is sort of low, but then they've got a lot of versatility in the kits, so they're usable. But I'm taking bodies from the Viking Huskarl kit, shields, and helmeted heads from the Hoplite kit, and combining them to make essentially men-at-arms. But the Sea God, because I'm basing it around a Sea God, the Sea God of Leodris and the Prime Deity is Neuronthal, which is a concoction of different things. But essentially think Poseidon, but not Poseidon. He's a sea god, but then he also has other things that he does. That's all I can really say right now. I haven't got any of the stuff in yet. That may be coming in a couple months, depending on when I get some cash, because Kasabek put me back a little bit. But other than that, that's the idea. You will be seeing nightly models, which I have as the remains of my Bretonnian army from 40k, from Fantasy, that I haven't painted yet, so I'm going to paint them up. I'll post those on my blog on Warseer. So go to the Fantasy section of Warseer, or just look up my user profile, Lord Marcus, and you should be able to link to my thread, Marcus's Miniature Melange. Yeah, that's basically it. The only other thing I have to mention, or want to mention, is that episode 4 of Mantic Moments is coming out. Myself and Robert have been hard at work on it, and it's almost ready for you guys. In fact, I think it's already out. I'll have to check with Robert on that, but I'll get you guys a link as soon as possible. We did set up a blog for it, so we can keep you guys in constant readiness as far as news goes for it. So I'll get you a link to the blog and the episode as soon as possible. But otherwise, that's about it, guys. Yeah. Other than that, like I said, about it. So I'm gonna sign off here. Questions or comments, post below or in my blog on Warseer. I'm also on Facebook, Maxwell McDougall. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Check out the Mantic. I keep coming up with stuff right at the end. Check out the Mantic Fanatics Facebook page. We have a group going for the official social group of Mantic, which is the Mantic Fanatics. We've been around since 2009 when Mantic first started up with the elves. And yeah, before I keep ranting on and waste more time, that's it. Goodbye. I'll see you next time, guys. Signing off, Black Lash Wave, Lord Marcus.